11 years ago, I was charging 1,500 shillings for a photography photo shoot. Some days, 3,500 shillings, if I was lucky. Today, we charge $3,000 to $5,000. Yeah, dollars for the same kind of work. Of course, it's a little bit better. In this video, I'm showing you the exact 5 moves that took us from $1,500 to $3,000. So if you don't know me, my name is Njoroge Jonathan, and I have been an entrepreneur for 11 years. And I have built 2 businesses that pulls somewhere between 8 figures a year. And right now, I'm building the biggest community of entrepreneurs in Africa who actually want to build legacy businesses, not just another hustle. So let's get straight into business. We start with lesson number 1, which is skill and competence. So it's 2015 and I'm in campus, the university, and I'm broke. And I mean actually broke. So the one thing that I had was the skill to use a camera that I didn't even own. It was borrowed from the media team of our Christian union at the university. Let's just say I was still developing a skill. So most people trying to start something normally ask, what business should I start? That's the wrong question. The right question is, what do I already have in my hands? Remember the story of Moses? Yeah. There's actually research behind this. It is called the bird in hand principle. Where it says that successful founders build with what they already have, not some perfect plan that is waiting to happen. So a year in and I got my first client in photography. 1,500 shillings, some days 3,500 shillings. Barely a hustle, but at least there was real money from real strangers for something that I really created. Then 2017 happened and it humbled me really fast. I had a skill, but I did not have what I'm calling competence. Now, there is a difference that nobody is telling you between skill and competence. And until it costs you everything, you will not know about it. So, what I did is that it took my first wedding with 0 wedding experience. I mean 0. I had not done it before. And I butchered the photos. I butchered the video. And that couple has most probably not even forgiven me up to now. And they are somewhere in Nairobi. And there's somewhere that photo book is sitting down, or that album, and that makes them angry. So, and of course, as you know, word travels very fast and my name got dragged through the own mud. My networks, my friends, people who we have studied with at the university. And for a while, nobody would book me. And it's good to learn that skill gets you to the door, but competency keeps you in the room. And you only get competent by studying under someone who has already done it and doing it practically over and over again. Actually, before you take a client's money on the biggest day of their life, make sure that you have done it and you are sure that you know what you need to know. If you think that skill and competency is the whole game, wait until you hear what mentorship does. Because mentorship doesn't just teach you, it opens the door you didn't even know. So let's go to lesson number 2. So this is 2017, 2018, and my business dies. I needed a way back. So I attached myself to a mentor, an established luxury and corporate wedding photographer already doing the work. And I thought that she was completely out of my league. So we went to the coastal regions to do weddings, courtesy of her generosity, and I watched her charge a full wedding day. What I felt to me was like, charging something that is way beyond your league. Yeah. Remember the wedding? I had charged 50,000 shillings for photography and video, 2 engagement shoots. The whole package with even printables. My mentor was charging 250,000 shillings photography only. And that's what mentorship does. It does not pep talk. It shows you the room you didn't know existed. And once you've seen it, you cannot unsee it. The data actually shows that mentored businesses survive roughly double the rate than the ones that do it alone. So my mentor was also my coach, which is a different thing. A mentor, you can watch from a distance, but a coach puts their heart into your business. And I was in her studio daily, watching Eddie, sitting in shoots, even standing in for a booth in her old wedding. So you learn faster by watching than actually being told. And the very next wedding I booked after all that was 120,000 shillings. Not because my skill changed overnight, but because I finally knew what I was allowed to charge and the spaces I was allowed to get in. So skill got me started. Mentorship got me the eyes to see the gap. But there was still one thing standing in between me and getting paid what I was worth. And it's the thing most photographers never fix, which is lesson number 3. So for years, I shot everything. Baby showers, graduations, corporate gigs, product shots, weddings. I mean, whatever paid, I did. And I felt smart. More services, more money on the table, right? Wrong. I was known for nothing. So I started watching the photographers that I admired, and every single one of them owned a single lane. One guy was known as the Afrofuturist photographer. Sure, his name is Osborne Masharia, and she shot other things including commercials like for EABL, but Osborne Masharia was known for Afrofuturism. After I got partners in the year 2022, we decided, hey guys, we need to pick a lane, and we decided to pick lifestyle and photography. That included things like wedding, engagements, and family. And the second we narrowed down, everything got even sharper. Now, the Instagram, the marketing, and even the pricing, we became wedding photographers, full stop. And the wedding started paying 80,000, 100,000, 150,000 shillings. But that was not long-lived because COVID hit and it showed up uninvited. Events died overnight, including my own wedding. That year had only 15 guests, which tells you exactly how bad it got industry-wise. So when things reopened, we kept going. But I noticed something. We were still stuck in the middle. We were not the cheapest and we were not the most expensive. So we were just there in the middle. I mean, we were doing fine, but going nowhere. And my colporter has the name for this thing. It's called stuck in the middle. And it's a death sentence in any market because the cheap guys beat you on price and the luxury guys beat you on prestige and experience. But the middle class, nothing to fight with. So we shut the whole mid-market brand down. That middle thing, we shut it down for a full year of silence. No bookings, but pure strategy. While we rebuild around one decision: luxury, wedding, photography, and film. Nothing else. That silent built the brand you're watching right now. So if you ever felt exactly that, stuck in the middle of your market, comfortable but invisible, tell me in the comment section below. Now, here's the part that actually made the luxury move stick. Because deciding to go luxury and actually looking luxury are two different problems. So let's look at that in lesson number 4. So we had decided to go luxury. Our photos already looked luxurious, but our website looked like it was still stuck in 2017. I mean, bless it. So that gap nearly killed the whole pivot because luxury is never really about the price. It's about the signal, the colors, the words, the whole feeling before anyone even sees the photos. Jean, basically the professor of luxury branding, makes the point that luxury brands don't sell products. They sell a dream, they sell the experience. So you miss that signal and your price tag is just a number nobody believes. So during that quiet year, we rebuilt everything. A new website, pricing, even pricing in dollars and euros. And we were building for a very specific new client, a diaspora Kenyan or African coming home to marry, or a destination couples from Europe or the USA or even Asia, and the events planners who send them our way. So we changed where we spoke to: Google Ads, European wedding publications, nowhere near the local platforms that we used to work for us before. So we put out content. I mean, 3 straight months, it was a whole campaign and got exactly 0 bookings. And then the first one landed, 135,000 shillings for photography alone. That's when I knew that our plan had worked. So today, these weddings start at around $3,000. Sometimes they go to $5,000. Branding gets them to feel it. Marketing gets them to find you. You miss either of them and the other one is just a decoration. So branding and marketing got the right people finding us. But there is one thing that decides whether they ever come back or even send their friends and family. And it has nothing to do with how good your photos look. So let's go to lesson number 5 and the last lesson. So let me give you a story of 2 clients. Same team, same skill level, but received 2 completely different reactions. The first one, we actually messed up part of the delivery. So I called him and told him straight what has happened. And he said, no problem at all. Everybody makes mistakes. You guys did a really great job. He wasn't being nice. He was being loyal to an experience we'd already given him. The second client, we had little to 0 mistakes. I mean, genuinely excellent photos, but her first words were, I don't like them. Not because they were bad, but because the relationship leading to that moment had been cold, and so the lens he was viewing us with was on that bad experience. Nothing after that gets a fair trial. Always understand that it's not what you deliver, it's how someone feels the whole time you're delivering it. Pine and Galmo call it the experience economy. Businesses selling an experience charge multiples more than businesses selling the plain commodity version of the same thing. And studies show that people pay up to 60% more just for the feeling of being well taken care of. So we build everything around that. Engagement shoot, pre-wedding meetings, sometimes even lunch. A wedding is one of the most intimate days of someone's life. And if they don't trust you in the room, we are just strangers with cameras at their most private moments. That relationship is what turns clients into referrals. So people don't just hire the TheJcreative Studio. They tell their friends work with them because of the experience. The experience is the product. The photos are just proof that it happened. So that's it. 1,500 shillings to 8 figures, 5 moves and 11 years. Oh, and there is one very ugly wedding album that I still think about it. But if you're new here, welcome. This is just the first video. There's a lot more coming from my journey as a business owner, the wins and even the embarrassments. And if any of this hits home, I want you to hit subscribe, and I will see you on the next video.